Okay, we're going to talk about it. LeBron James, 42-point game. And Josh Allen wins the MVP. Which one do we talk about first? I think it'll be the LeBron James. So they're saying he's the oldest player to drop, 40 points. I mean, Michael Jordan was also 40 years old too. And what are they, like a month? I want to say a month and a half apart or something like that. It's all nonsense, man. It's all nonsense. And Michael Jordan put up 43. LeBron put up 42. I mean, LeBron did this basically against no defense. I mean, look, this is crazy. The thing about Curry, the more I think about this guy, the more, I want to feel bad for him, but in a way I don't feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, this dude is getting all this stuff on Curry's watch, right? The 3-1 comeback, took the Olympic MVP from Curry. I mean, this little record, I don't know if you want to call it a record, but the oldest to have 40 points, it's just, Curry ain't allowed to get another championship. He can't get no good trades. So it just comes to the point now where I'm starting not to like Curry. I'm like, dude, be a man. Come to the podium and say, this dude didn't do ish in the Olympics to be doing this. He cheated on the 3-1 comeback. When, the Draymond Green thing. They could say a lot of stuff, man. Like, these dudes is so soft. Curry's so soft, man. Like, and this ain't even about Curry, so I'm gonna just move on. But I'm starting to lose, like, a lot of respect for this dude. Like, So, yeah, he got this 40 points, doing dunks and layups, getting all these free throws, wide open threes, and all this stuff that looking like a big old Oompa Loompa out there, still running the court, acting like he's still catching Michael Jordan, or it's just, LeBron James to go out there playing. What you see with him and what you see with these other players is a total mismatch. LeBron is early 2000s, maybe 90s. This is the physical form that LeBron is in today, or most of his career. You didn't have people in any era really looking physically. I'm talking about for the most part the guys. I'm not talking about like one guy. I'm talking about for the most part the guys match the era. All the guys match the era. LeBron out there looking like a damn Oompa Loompa, doing dunks and layups and hitting some lucky ass threes, wide open. I don't know if I even want to talk about this too much. It's ridiculous. What was it, in one season? Michael Jordan put up like 4. I want to say he put up 4. What was it, when he was 38, 39 that season when he came back? I think he put up 4 40-point games and he put up a 50-point game. And then the next season he put up at 39, 40. He put up 3 40-point games, right? So that's about it, folks. I mean, he ain't doing nothing Michael Jordan was doing out there. He ain't shooting the mid-range like Michael Jordan. He ain't playing defense like Michael Jordan. He ain't doing none of that stuff, folks. And I don't even want to stay on this. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. We did the All-Star. Well, we did an All-Star video the other day about when Michael Jordan was in the All-Star game at 40 years old, and you saw the collection of talent in there. Offensively, defensively, all this new young talent from like Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. Who was it? Shaq, Ben Wallace. I think Allen Iverson was in there. I mean, that thing was just loaded on the East and the West, man. And then you look at this All-Star thing. This year, these guys are so soft and weak and frail. They have to change it. They said we don't know how to compete. We don't do that on an every game basis in the regular season. So how the hell will we do it in an All-Star? I mean, guys, this is supposed to be for fun. This is supposed to be like something that's easy, right? All you do is kind of like lollygag and put it on the show in the first quarter, second quarter, in somewhat the third quarter, and then get to playing. Be competitive. Keep it close and play down to the wire. This ain't really about who wins and who loses. This is for the fans. This is supposed to be the best collection of talent in the NBA that's coming together. that the fans have paid all this money towards all season, and is going to do it the rest of the season, and all these great players come together and they be competitive against each other. It's not about winning or losing. This is the LeBron James mentality. Let's don't be competitive, man. We can't lose. Let's not get in the dunk contest. We're going to lose. What? Huh? And this is what we got, folks. We got G Leaguers that damn took over the dunk contest. And what does it tell you? There's no athleticism in this era. They don't have no athleticism like that, folks. They don't. Ja Morant and the fake Michael Jordan, Anthony Edwards, they don't have. Folks, I told you I was watching something. What was it? Highlights of Steve Francis. It was 20 minutes last night, and when I first seen it, it came up on my feed. I was like, 20 minutes of Steve Francis? There's no way in this world. It's gonna be 20 minutes of great highlights. Holy crap! I could not believe it, folks. This dude makes Anthony Edwards and Ja Morant look like athletic plumbers. I'm serious. This guy was off the chain. We just forgot, folks. I mean, this guy played above the rim. And when I'm talking about above the rim, he wasn't barely making dunks, guys. He's 6'3", cocking it back on all-time great centers, power forwards, and just dudes playing defense in the early 2000s. He was giving everybody the business. With one-hand cockbacks, straight two-hand flushes. I'm talking about this guy looked like he was on springs. He had Kobe on skates. Just off the chain. And for you guys who like Ja Morant and Anthony Edwards, go watch that video, man. It's on my community page. These guys aren't even in the damn same stratosphere as Steve Francis. Not even in the same stratosphere, folks. I'm talking about athletically, can dunk. No. And he was a good basketball player. I sit up there and I watch like, damn, how many buzzer beaters did this dude hit? Dude, they showed it again and again and again. This guy hit buzzer beaters or he hit the game-winning shot. And a lot of them was the game-tying shot. But, bro, if you put them, it seems like I'm going to have to watch this again. Because we always talk about, like, Mike and Kobe got the most game winners or something like that. I sit up there and watch Steve Francis. They show, like, 10 of them. Steve Francis got to be up there, man. You know, I know he's not up there with Mike and the buzzer beaters, but I'm talking about the game winners. It's incredible, man. But, so let's get to the Super Bowl thing. You know, it's weird the whole week, and you know, ain't nobody the whole 2 weeks though. Ain't nobody really talking about the Super Bowl. I don't know, maybe they have. It just don't seem like it's been nothing big on social media, right? For a guy going for a three-peat. We know the NBA kind of, you know, put a wrench in this, and people was telling me in my comments sometimes they have the trade deadline after right before the All-Star game, that week, or they have it after the All-Star game. So it was like they keep moving it. And I was like, yeah, I can see why they would move it now. They wanted to like put a wrench in the Super Bowl to get some attention. They didn't do a damn thing. They had one good trade, realistically. I look at DeAndre Hunter going over there to the Cavs, and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of offense, you know. And people would say, well, look at the Celtics. And yeah, you're right, but the thing is, Celtics have defense too. Celtics have defense. And I'm not trying to say that the Cavs don't have defense. I just don't think they have good perimeter defense. I don't. I think they're going to shoot themselves out of a series, and it's going to be over. I don't think they can beat the Celtics. It's going to take a big collapse for somebody to beat the Celtics. Even though they lost last night, I was just like, I couldn't believe that, man. These guys are, to me, they're throwing these games, man. I don't know who got some money on it. Their cousin, Uncle Ricky, Pookie and them. I don't know what's going on, bro. But they got beat by the Mavs got beat by the Mavs bench. They got outplayed by the Mavs bench. The Celtics. And that's sad, man, that you can't really take any of this NBA serious until the playoffs. And last year, we couldn't even do that, right? we couldn't even do that, right? With the Celtics, they just got the red carpet last year. So, let's try to stay on this football thing, because it's very intriguing what can happen, folks. And I'm sure we all know what's about to happen. But Josh Allen wins the MVP, and well deserved, man. I mean, well deserved. I think he could have won the MVP in different years or something like that, but he won the MVP. And what does it really mean? Consolation prize, right? Consolation prize, like LeBron James getting all these stats, but losing championships. His stats are consolation prizes. That's all they are. So this is what I'm gonna say. Patrick Mahomes, and I gotta get my stuff ready tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff to do for this three-peat if it happens. I pretty much know what the stuff I have, but I could do it Sunday if I wanted. I don't know if I want to do it Sunday. So this is what's up, folks. If Mahomes wins this championship, we're basically going to look at Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and to an extent, Macaulay Culkin over there at Cincinnati. And if he beats Hurts for a second time, this is like some Michael Jordan-ish, folks. I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna just say it, folks. This is like some Michael Jordan-ish in the 90s. Let's be real. This is, like Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Shaquille O'Neal type of ish. Yeah, Shaq did beat him that. But again, it took Michael Jordan to retire so these guys could either go to the finals or win a championship. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. So, like I said, if Michael Jordan wouldn't have retired, Horace Grant, he's not going to lead the Bulls. He was only getting better. Pippen was getting better. I mean, that nobody was going to stop that team, man. To me, the Houston Rockets in 94 was not as good as the 93 Suns. No way. No way, sir. And who did the Houston Rockets even have, really? We know they had Hakeem. I'm talking about all-time great players. Yes, they had Thor. They had Ori. They had Kenny Smith. They had Vernon Maxwell. What's his guy's name? Was Sam Cassell on that team? I want to say he was. These guys, they had a good team. I'm not trying to say they didn't have a good team, but I just don't think they're beating the Bulls, man. It's something, people get intimidated when they play Michael Jordan. And I'm not trying to say Hakeem, but those guys, wasn't it that year? They were like a 6th seed or something, if I'm mistaken. They're not beating that Bulls team. The Bulls are just getting, the Bulls, again, will have home court advantage. I think that's what will be the difference, right? The Bulls will have home court advantage. And it will be over. It might go 7, but the Bulls are winning because they got home court advantage. And who did, so in 94, yes, so let's look at this. In 94, the Rockets beat who? The Knicks? Come on. And it went to a game 7? Are you serious? The Bulls rarely went to game 7 against the Knicks. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think it was in 93. So if you took the Knicks to game 7, I don't think they could beat the Bulls. I'm not trying to beat up on the Knicks, but man, I think I only remember the Bulls and the Knicks going to game 7 one damn time, and that might have been 93. I might have to look at it. Let me see. Give me 1 second here. Let me see what it says. NBA 1993. Of course. Let me see what it says here real quick. Playoffs? I just remember one year they went to game 7. Let me see right here. Oh, this might be the year too. Nope. Matter of fact, the Knicks had the number 1 seed that year. That's the only time the Bulls ain't had the number 1 seed in that three-peat. And the Bulls beat them 4-2. Yep. The Bulls beat them 4-2. Wow. So there you go. I'm just gauging that off how good the 93 Bulls were. To me, I think they would be better in 94. I really think they would. With Mike would have been a little bit more tired, but the fact is Horace Grant would have been even better. Remember he made the All-Star game the next season. I think he was on the defensive team, and Pippen, to me, was even better the next season. I mean, these guys were just getting better. I think they would have kept some other guys on their team that won that three-peat. I'm mistaken, wasn't Craig Hodges on there? I don't know, but they definitely would have got another center because Bill Cartwright, he was going to be gone. I think Scott Williams, was he on that team? I want to say Scott Williams was on that team. But they would have went and got they didn't need a great center or nothing like that. They just need a guy that could, play a little bit of defense down there and, be kind of like a two-headed monster with, I'm about to say Dennis Rodman, but with Horace Grant. Let me tell you something. If Jordan didn't retire, in my opinion, they win more championships. And to me, Horace Grant has a even better career, and he's a Hall of Famer. Yep. Horace Grant is a Hall of Famer. So we all know he ended up going to the Magic, and he had a great year that year. But you saw him in a. Did he get hurt? I'm not sure. Did he get hurt in those finals? I'm not sure. When he was with the Magic. What I can tell you is, we know he got hurt when he in '96 when they played the Bulls and got swept. But he wasn't getting hurt like that when he was playing with Michael Jordan. So that's about it, folks. This is what Mahomes could do. You're going to have Macaulay Culkin over there in Cincinnati. I mean, what is this guy going to do? Is he going to keep losing like this, folks? I'm not sure. What is he going to do? At least he got to the Super Bowl before Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. That's it. He ain't been back there since. So it could be like that, man. It could be straight domination. Because it's not really a great defensive league to me no more. And Mahomes can just be out there playing with these weapons. He's got these weapons, folks. This guy can get 20 yards. This guy can get 15 yards. This guy can break for 30 yards. He just needs these fast weapons. They don't have to be all-time great. I don't think Pacheco is going to... He ain't going to be all-time great player. He can't stay healthy. We'll see if Kelsey keeps playing. He's talking about him retiring. Like, why though? Why would you retire? He really didn't. To me, he really didn't do too much this year, like past years, especially in the playoffs. And he really hasn't had to. You gotta remember, these guys are running on fumes, man. These guys are running on fumes. When you're in the championship game 3 straight times, that's crazy. Just imagine how they were doing that in the 60s with the Celtics. Oof. That must have been crazy. The only thing I can say, though, it's a different format, though, with the Celtics in the 60s. I think they got like a bye. If I'm not mistaken, I think they got a bye if they had the number 1 seed. And then they played one game. And then they went to the championship. Let me see. Let me see if I can find... I'm being dead serious. Give me 1 second. Oh, of course, you don't want to do it. 1960 playoffs. Oh, of course, you're going to get right in my face as soon as I try to press on the damn button. Come on now. Come on. I guess they don't want me to look at it or something. Like I'm a hater or something like that. Come on now. So, yeah. Yep. Like I said, if you was the number 1 seed, you got a damn bye. And then after that, guess what? You played in the next round. Yep, and this is why some people say they look at Michael Jordan's 6 championships more valuable than Bill Russell's. Well, yeah, Bill Russell's championships or the Celtics championships in the 60s. Because Michael Jordan and the Bulls won't get no first round bye. Yep. And I mean, I don't know how many it was. It was a lot of them. It seemed like eight championships. They only had to play one time before they were in the NBA Finals. I mean, that might be the cheesiest thing about it. But then again, what you can say is it made it a little bit tougher because dudes really had to compete during the regular season. Right? They really had to compete during the regular season, not only to get in the playoffs because it wasn't as many teams, but to get that number 1 seed. Yep. And I mean, they didn't always have the number 1 seed, but the majority of the time they did have the number 1 seed. And the majority of times they only played one time or one series before they was in the finals. I mean, that's kind of nuts. So we'll see what happens, man. That's going to be a lot for, a lot of storylines right there. This is something good. I still don't think it will make him the GOAT, and I'm going to explain to you why, if it happens. I don't know if it'll be Sunday. I don't know, man. I have to really get prepared, but it's going to be hard to do it like Monday too, in the daytime. I don't know. It might be Sunday. I'm not for sure. Sunday night when the game is over, because we're not really going to hear the gist of it that night. It's probably going to be tomorrow, Monday. With the ESPNs and the Fox and all this stuff. But to me, I think they're going to win. But if they win this one, I don't think he wins again. To me, for at least 2 years, man. I don't see how long the coach even coaches. See, Mahomes, he doesn't need that coach. Andy Reid, great coach, all-time great coach, but he don't really need him to win championships. He don't need him, to do what he does. But Andy Reid is a great coach for, all the players, period. So he really needs Andy Reid for the players. More than he needs them for himself. So, to me, he wins this championship. I don't know how it's going to happen. Look, I'd rather it be a blowout and Kansas City wins than them win on some stupid technicality or something stupid. Some dude pushing somebody out of bounds or a late hit or just some stupid penalty. Okay, Mahomes, comes back, throws a touchdown in the last seconds. Look, I can accept that. But all that penalty-ish, I can't deal with it, man. If nobody's going to accept no three-peat from this guy if it comes off a penalty. It's just not, folks. Nobody's going to be down with that. Mahomes is too great to be getting bailed out. And, we could say it for a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of whatever. And we don't see it with other great quarterbacks in Mahomes. So let's get past it. What we can't see, though, is this happen on a damn three-peat. We can't, folks. Let the man get his three-peat the right way. Let him beat Philadelphia the right way. Because if he wins a three-peat off a damn penalty or something like that, in the waning moments, I can't, folks. I'm going to be like, well, I got Joe Montana second still. I'm serious. Because in my book, Joe Montana is still second to me. Is Mahomes a better quarterback than Joe Montana? Yes. Overall, yes. And better than Brady? Yes. But it's just not individual. It's career. So to me, again, if he can do it right, win this three-peat, he can bunny hop Joe Montana. As far as better quarterback in career, career is where the GOAT is. What you did in your career. It has to do with winning, and it has to do with you as an individual quarterback and your talent. And to me, Mahomes is number 3. If he wins this three-peat, to me, he's number 2. Especially if he does it right. If everything goes right, he's number 2. But I'm going to explain to you why he's not number 1. So, I guess we'll see you Sunday unless something crazy happens in the NBA. I don't know what will happen in the NBA that's crazy because it's nothing ever new. It's just dudes going through the motion. SGA had 50, I think, what was it, Wednesday? And what happened? Where was Kevin Durant? Where was Bill? So Booker was just out there playing by himself, and that's what we keep talking about. Or was Bill out there? I think he came off the bench, my fault. Why's he coming off the bench for the money he makes? I can't do it, folks. And why does Booker not show the hell up in big games? Oh, skinny, frail Durant. Like, why these dudes are allergic to food, though? Dude, I keep saying this, but I'm going to get this. We're going to get this together. And you'll see Kevin Durant is skinnier today. Like crackhead skinny. Like malnutrition skinny. Is skinnier today than he was in Texas, Oklahoma City, at the Warriors, and Golden State, and skinnier than he was at Brooklyn. He's skinnier now than he was at all those damn stops. Especially at Texas and at OKC. What the hell is this guy smoking? No wonder he can't play all these games. He's just a twig out there shooting the damn ball. Supposed to be getting bigger as you get older. This dude's shriveling up. He don't even do. I'm trying to tell you. His face is sunken in today. He's skin and bones. Ashy. Let me go, man, before I say some crazy stuff.